This place looks a lot bigger on the inside.
Oh, so I guess we won't get to talk to Ulrich.
It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy.
Ooh, glowy thing.
There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside.
It's a TARDIS!
Then again, those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them. Right, so Naxos was a very well-read man. Thing.
What's the difference between pretentious and portentous?
Portentous?
Oh, what's... Oh!
Oh, that's interesting.
What? What should we do?
Hide book!
Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Wait, what's this guy doing in here?
How did he just walk behind us?
Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolutely everything yet.
How did he get in if he doesn't know what that is?
That's... What do you mean? If he doesn't know what is?
We just walked in, saw that book. If he's been here, wouldn't he have already seen that book?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing in here. Did he just come in behind us?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Just be vague.
I know my way around wards.
So I see.
Mm-hmm.
Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking for here? Abnaxis himself vanished a decade ago.
What are you doing here?
Exactly.
I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding anything from him. It's not that I don't trust him.
It is that I don't trust him. He's acting weird, right?
I was just curious about what was in here.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
It killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
So are we supposed to just trust this dude? Portentous means like self-important.
Oh, what's
So, like-
the difference between portentous and pretentious?
So they're very similar. Pretentious,
Is portentous the pretentious way of saying pretentious?
Interesting.
probably. But portentous meaning like, I don't know.
Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest.
Can we go upstairs? Whoa.
Yeah. There's a bedroom in here. Cool purple light window. So let's look at everything.
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them. Abnaxis was a very well-read man. Thing. Looks like a handwritten note.
All those here under my nose?
There are
Did you
enough
hear what he
musty
said?
old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
He said all these years, and it's been right under my nose.
What does this mean?
So he's been looking for that book.
Oh. Well, why would he mumble it so loudly if he was trying to be sketch?
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a...
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Okay, so I guess we have to bring him something interesting.
Obnaxus was a very well-read man. Thing.
We can't pick up those blue things, can we?
No. Oh.
I was right.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
So we have to keep looking for something. What about,
probably
on the,
something.
what about on the floor over there? That thing.
Haha.
It's another one of Obnaxus's notes.
I was wrong about that part.
You know what that
But
looks
at
like?
least
You know that
now-
manuscript that, like, nobody knows how to translate?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Obnaxus left so much behind.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also something about two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? There it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead.
Get the thing on the floor.
Yeah, just
Scoop it up, real. Just scoop it up.
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages.
thankfully
How did
we
he
can
not notice?
No, because we can psychically pick it up. Just
I knew it! I knew it!
Westhouse might be able to decipher that note.
Fine.
This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but I'm guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Obnaxus means old Roper Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle, Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of.
Rude.
Sounds like this soul stone is important.
Listen, Mr. Westhouse, everybody is capable of recovery, alright?
Jerkhead.
Don't need you shitting on people trying to turn their lives around.
If you see anything that looks relevant, let me know. I can probably decipher it for you.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
You know, and he's probably, like, perfectly nice.
Yeah,
What's
well...
this?
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
Fascinating.
What?
What's fascinating,
That's
dude?
fascinating. Is there anything...
Oh, what's this? There's a gear over here.
A gear?
I
Where?
saw a gear for like a second. Ah,
Oh,
I'll need to write all of this down before I forget.
I didn't even see that there. I just saw, like,
the gear for it.
I knew it! I knew it!
Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching war of the balance. By Jove, this is the information we've been looking for. I can't believe it was right here all this time. Your help has been invaluable, Zoe. I'm in your debt. I'm sorry, did you want something?
So now what? Let's see. Well,
Okay, so we're supposed to keep searching for clues.
maybe they only reveal themselves one at a time.
That's possible.
The war of the balance. Finally, something concrete.
Ooh. Any of those, like, manuscripts by the bed? No. Oh. So it says one is
I
on the
can't
floor
wait
left
to
of the
tell
book,
them.
one is on the floor left of the sofa,
Okay,
one is on the shelves behind you. It actually doesn't mention the one upstairs.
Okay, so then we found all of them.
Yeah, and so then at that point you just go, oh, pick that up, grab the map off the wall.
Ah!
Fascinating.
Give this!
I'm sure Obnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
Roper clacks. Bye, you don't care, whatever.
I'll need to write all of this down before I forget.
I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Obnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
No, refuse.
He might have the best of intentions.
It's just the fact that it's not his house. Like,
I'm sorry, I don't think I can let you stay in here.
I'm not sure I need your permission.
that, I knew it.
Excuse
Only
me?
joking. I understand. I'll take my leave now, Miss Castillo. I certainly hope we'll see each other.
Yeah, that guy's in
again
a
soon.
disguise. That's not really him. I can feel it. He's like so sketch right now.
Well, and it's like, I'm not sure I need your permission. Ha, just joking. Oh, no worries. Haha, funny joke.
Hi, what? That guy's being super weird.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
No,
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
And he's gone.
There he goes.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around.
Machine, touch it.
It's connected to the pipes. Looks steampunky, very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for.
That's him, but let's go talk to him.
Crow.
Hey, Crow.
I feel better having Crow around,
Oh.
even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
Find the fingerlings. I see him right here, right? Or no?
No, I think, Oh, there we go.
Could be some sort of abominations. My fingers are them!
Ah!
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today, only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, hmm? Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like
Ew.
you.
This has to be the right man. Didn't he and April have... Do you remember April Ryan?
April Wright? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly, naturally. The bit... the brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it. And helped me put my sorceress past behind me. How could I possibly forget?
Anyway, just wondering.
Yeah, so he just
He's
doesn't
obviously
seem
got
too
some
happy.
issues with April. I'd be curious to learn more. So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't... No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements in the past. I'm past that now. I'm a different person.
Yeah.
As for April Ryan, I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
Right.
This has to... It's an odd name for a children's puppet show.
Is it?
The fingerlings?
Yeah, it seems.
I don't know. I thought they're just finger puppets. It made sense to me.
The Fingerlings.
Ah, my beloved finger puppets, beloved by all children and critics alike. Gilbert Grutton of the Daily Mercurian called my show simply astonishing and wrote that it was quite impossible to look away. I couldn't believe my eyes and like a slow-motion cart wreck. You see, the fingerlings represent a revolution in finger puppeteering, or as I call it, fingering, trademark and patent pending. The women in particular are quite ecstatic about it. Stay for the show. I guarantee a good time.
What does he do exactly?
He fingers them.
This has to be the right man. You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
I might as well get right to it, seeing as his show is about to begin. Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be?
That
Was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
The Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these simpletons call her. As if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like a... Like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes. Toodaloo.
Yes, here we go.
You ever wonder how Stacy and I always know the most random facts? It's because we read a lot. But who has time to read these days with all our, stuff that we gotta do? With audiobooks, I can listen to a book and learn things while I'm cleaning the house, taking the train to school, doing menial tasks, fixing a computer. I can do all those things while also listening to a cool audiobook like The Lunar Chronicles, A Song of Ice and Fire, a biography, or maybe some sort of science book. I don't know what you like. So if you sign up to Audible with our referral link, you get a 30-day free trial and a free book. Just download it to your smartphone or iPod Touch or whatever you use to listen to music. And then you get to listen to whatever you want and go off into fantastic worlds while you're on the bus or something.